Hello and welcome to your FX CoPilot. In our video, How to Initiate a Cross-Check, we take you through the process of starting a cross-check and completing the 4 stages of the checklist process, right through to the integrated trade journal at the end of the cross-check. In this video, we want to show you what happens if you abort a cross-check. So let's start by initiating a new cross-check. Add the currency or the instrument. Select the strategy, select the direction, and hit submit. We are now in the first checklist of the cross-check, the before takeoff checklist, which comprises your rules before trade entry to ensure that the trade is fully by your rules before entering the market. So there are 2 options at the before takeoff checklist stage. One option is that you start the cross-check and you find the trade is by your rules, in which case you will pass a cross-check by ticking all of your steps and hitting complete checklist. So this is the flow summary for that scenario. You start a new cross-check, you go to the before takeoff checklist, the cross-check passes, you pass through these 3 checklists, and then you are taken to TJ2, the trade journal for trades taken. The other option at the before takeoff checklist stage, and the one we want to show you here, is to abort a trade. If the trade is not by your rules and does not pass the before takeoff, you have the option of aborting the cross-check by clicking Abort Trade. So in this scenario, you start a new cross-check, you go to the before takeoff checklist. This time the cross-check does not pass, so you abort the trade. And now at the end of the cross-check, you are taken to TJ1, the trade journal for trades aborted. Note that this option of aborting a trade is only available at the before takeoff checklist stage. If you continue through the process, the 3 checklists that follow this one, the after takeoff, cruise control, and the after landing checklist, are for managing the stages of a trade once you are in it, and hence why there is no longer the option to abort after you have completed the before takeoff checklist. A pilot wants to find any problems while still on the ground. And as traders, where we can, we want to avoid getting into trades due to impulsive trading decisions or that do not follow our strategy setup criteria. This is because once we are in a trade, the ability to fix the problem becomes greatly diminished as emotions come into play. So your FX CoPilot makes it possible to abort a cross-check or reject a trade if the trade does not pass our trading rules. So as I go through my steps, I'm simultaneously checking my charting platform to see if the criteria in each step is met by the trade in question. So I'm now checking the 4-hour chart, and I find that the 4-hour chart is not aligning with my trade. So I'm going to abort the trade. The whole point of having the abort option is to encourage us to abort trades that do not adhere to our trading plan and to use these trades to learn for continual improvement and development, and as we say, learn for free without putting our capital at risk. It also encourages us to be selective in the trades we take and to focus on the high probability trades. And this means having the discipline to reject trades that do not fit our trade criteria. You can also add trade details such as the entry price. So that is the price you would have gotten in at if you'd taken the trade, the stop loss you would have put, and the target that you would have been aiming for. You can also add some trade notes. So for example, you might want to say that the 4-hour chart did not align, just for easy monitoring when you look back at this trade. You might also want to add your state of mind, especially if you are new to trading, so that you are aware of your emotional state at all times. So just as an example, I'm just going to add this. And then I'm going to hit update. I'm now going to continue to abort the trade. And as you can see at the end of the cross-check, your FX CoPilot automatically prompts you to fill in one of 2 trade journal options, depending on whether you aborted the trade or you followed the cross-check all the way through. So here we are in TJ1 for trades aborted. TJ2 is for trades actually taken. So with most trade journals, you would typically just record trades taken, and that would be our TJ2. However, Your FX CoPilot has an emphasis on learning and helping us evolve as traders. And this is why we introduced TJ1 for trades that are rejected during the cross-check. And because observing and watching the markets is so crucial to trading success, this ability to abort a cross-check or reject a trade and to document it for learning and trading evolution is important. We created 2 trade journals, TJ1 and TJ2, so that we could keep the results of trades taken completely separate from trades aborted, making it so much simpler to monitor the results of trades taken versus trades aborted and making this process easy and systematic. So coming back to the trade journal, at this stage of aborting the cross-check, you most likely will not know the outcome of the trade. So you can add what you can to it now, and then you can come back to it. The entry date is likely to be the day that you aborted the cross-check, but it might not be, and you can always update this here. And ditto for exit date. You can see that the entry price, stop loss and target carried through from the cross-check. This is for the results, which we don't know yet. The results, of course, being the results if you had taken the trade. So you can just come back and add the results when you know what they are. So why did you reject the trade? This is something that you would know at this stage. In fact, this is what I added here. So I'm just going to copy and paste that in. And your learnings, you won't know these at this stage either. As you can see from this note, when you do add your learnings, these will appear on your dashboard. So to help us monitor rejected trades effectively, we leave aborted trades on the dashboard by selecting in progress so that we can monitor the progress of these trades for learning purposes. And this way we don't forget about them. Then you can just click Save Changes. So now you can see that the trade is saved on the dashboard. This grey colour indicates that the trade has either been completed or aborted. You can see here that it's showing that the trade has been aborted, but it's telling you to complete TJ1. And if you click on this, it will just take you back to the TJ form. Here you have the ability to add to your trade notes as the trade progresses, so you can observe the trade and note for learning purposes. And once the trade is complete, you can add your learnings, and you'll see that these will appear on the dashboard. So let me just add some learnings here now, and I'm going to hit Save Changes. You'll now see that your learnings have appeared on your dashboard, and if you click here, this will take you back to the TJ form. We cover other aspects of the trade journals in another video, but for now I hope that's been helpful. And if you haven't already signed up for a free trial, look out for details on the next screen. Thanks for watching.